We may require the use of
Well,
turbo
good
boost to
evening,
clear that
everybody.
wall.
Hope you had a great start to the week. It's almost 8 o'clock in the evening on this Monday, the 12th of January, 2026. I'm JP and my friends call me Jeeps. And once more, we are getting back to Le Mans Ultimate, my favorite racing sim. Usually, I will do a race online, or even a couple, and sometimes maybe even hosted races with my viewers. But in this past week, I've kind of adopted a new car, the McLaren. I used to drive the Ferrari. I'm really enjoying the McLaren, except that I find that I need to tweak it. And the Ferrari, I played for like 2 months offline, tweaking it to the max, really getting it to the point where I liked it. But a lot of the behavior is kind of like by default on the McLaren. But still, it kind of needs a couple of tweaks. And I'm thinking here this evening, instead of maybe doing some online races, maybe I should just go and work on my car setups. Let me know if that's something that you guys would like to see in the chat. Otherwise, I'll take it as a yes. Because we've all done these races all week long now, and tomorrow's going to be a rotation for some new tracks, so maybe I need to start working on my setups depending on the tracks. So Algarve's been around quite a bit, so let's try something different. Let's go with Imola. There's my car. 40-minute races, 2 times the fuel usage, because it's kind of a combo we've been seeing, well, that I've been seeing ever since I've been racing on a line. Although I should probably put it to, yes, just a normal 100%. And from there we will put some half fuel and see how that goes. Half fuel for the race, not necessarily half fuel. Although, yeah, it's kind of complicated. We're gonna try the car out on the practice laps at half regular fuel, and then I'll adapt it to 40-minute races. My memory isn't as good as it used to be. And from 30-minute races or 20-minute races to 56-minute races, I never know exactly how much fuel to put in the car. Until I get into the race, I see how many laps there is. And then I'm like, okay, I'll know for the next time. Unfortunately, the next time might be 2 days later, and I've completely forgotten. Okay. So first off, one thing I wanted to check here is some of my spa, because Viking gave me some nice setups here. So let's load this one up, just so that I can see, because here somewhere the preload he has it to 20. So we'll try to keep that in our other setups. Okay, so can we go to, let's say, this rear wing? Let's bring it down a bit. Let's bring this to 85, and we'll bring this down to 50%.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 37 Celsius.
And actually, you know what? We might leave it at 7. There we go. Bum bum. 160, 150. A little less camber, brake bias.
Delovic says. WHST game is tis. Delovic says. This.
Ah, this is Le Mans Ultimate. Also known as LMU. Spring rates, yes, let's keep it medium. Not so soft, but Packers, let's bring it down to... That will bring our car a little bit closer.
The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 35 Celsius.
Oh, actually, let's bring it down to something around maybe 15. 16. And in the back, 15, and we'll bring this down to 15 as well. A little bit toe in, and a little bit of toe out. And let's go with the detached. Just bring it down a little bit. Okay, so basic. Let's save this as, yeah. Emola. Test. There we go. So we're just gonna try this out. Actually, I don't think I checked the preload here. 20. That's a big difference. Let's try that. So I'm guessing if you're asking what game is this, is that you're not used to it. What do you usually play? ACC or iRacing?
Looks like you're clear on the pay exit. Blue flag.
Car left, clear left, on your left.
No. Oh. A little bit too aggressive there. Dang it. Okay, rope my car. Yeah, not good. Yeah, let's change tires. There we go. Let's start warming them up again. Just a little bit too much acceleration there.
There's a car approaching. Stay behind the white line. Blue flag. You've got cold brakes all around.
But other than that, I'm liking the handling of the car on cold tires.
Take it easy, you got cold tires. Blue flag. Your brake temperatures are fine, champ. Here, team.
Car right. Clear right.
Tiny bit of aero damage, just ignore it. The Lear has just done a 147.94. 10th position.
Pushing it a little bit too much there.
Okay, champ, we need to watch the track limits.
Time 1:50.85. Time 1:49.90.
They'll delete this lap. Track limits.
Time 1:48.90.
Okay, I'm happy with that. Just needs maybe a little bit more heat in the rear. And I'd say we can save this. Now, if I take this one, let's see the differences here. So basically, I think what I did here is just use Dave's Academy's settings. So, fuel, let's go to 50% to keep it the same. And see how I do with this. Okay, new tires, good. The car was feeling really good to me though. I don't think I'll be able to... I think this is the setup that I used when I was racing with my friends. And I don't remember throwing the car into the corners like I did there. And having as much...
The Viking Simmer says, hello.
We need to get some head into these brakes.
Hey, hello Viking. How are you this evening?
Justin Slim Friesen says, hey hey.
Hey Justin. Like, are you guys on comms? Because you guys pretty much always arrive at the same time. Hey, let's go and bug Grandpa.
Your brake temperatures are okay?
The Viking Simmer says, I'm retired, so when I get a notification that you're on, I get on LOL.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm actually taking a break from online racing tonight, I guess. Since I don't know what maps are going to be in the rotation
Justin
this week.
Slim Friesen says, just finished a spa race. Was absolutely awesome. Battle from start to finish.
Those are fun.
369 Dark Knight says, let's make it unanimous then. LOL.
Hey, Dark Knight. Long time no see, buddy. Did you see the other livery that I made? I was anxious to see what you thought of it.
Okay, champ. We need to watch the track limits.
Well, today I didn't have a bad race, but let's just say that it wasn't a fight from start to finish. It was pretty much last place, racing all by myself on the track from start to finish. So my driver ranking went down, but my safety ranking
The Viking
went up.
Simmer says, LOL, just seen it nice.
Well, I know that, you know, the Dark Knight's been pretty vague. You know, I threw a couple of ideas, seeing what he would like, and, like, he liked the sleeper car that I did of the Dark Knight, but I don't know if he would like something more flashy. And that Batman is certainly more flashy. But it's not the Dark Knight. It's not quite the same, so I don't know. I am not liking this setup.
Track limits. This lap will be deleted.
Justin Slim Friesen says, "Well, I was P15. But I really don't care about finishing position, so long as the racing is hard but fair."
Yep, same here. I was having a good fight with that Porsche the other day, and in the last corner of the last lap, he just discos. Okay, by then I had him beaten. But as I'm crossing the finish line, I'm looking in my mirrors and I see his car vanish. And then I look in the standings and it did not finish. But also for a while there, it kind of looked like he was laggy. We were debating if he was losing his tires or if he was laggy, and
Lap 151.73.
I'm not really faster with this. I'm actually a lot slower. 3 seconds slower.
Yellow flag
with
in
this.
sector
Okay.
1.
Justin Slim Friesen says, "Oh yeah. He ended up DCing."
Yeah. Oh, yesterday.
That's the end of the session.
Yesterday we had some good races, but today, no, from start to finish, they got ahead of me, and I never saw them again. But it was on the Rickards track, which was the first time I was racing on it with the GT cars, so. Alright, let's try to find a setup for this car on another
369
track.
Dark Knight says, "I will have to check it out, Mr. Jeeps. I saw the first one and like it a lot."
Well, the first one is, you know, it was matte black and matte dark blue because, you know, Batman's suit is kind of black and blue reflections and stuff. And I kept it very sleeper. But I didn't know if you wanted something more flashy, so the other one's the Batman logo that everybody knows. So the car's like black and yellow. So it really pops. It pops out a lot. I didn't know if you would have preferred that, and if you want them, if there's anything you want me to change on them or add to them, and I can send you the files in Discord. Now that I know that I have to send them in a zip folder, because they're too big just to send like that through Discord or emails. Even emails, I tried it and it wouldn't go. I had to zip it. Okay, let's try to find a combination here that we like for this car on Interlagos, because we don't know which tracks are going to show up this week.
369 Dark Knight says, "I would like it dark like the first one. I actually would like if you could write on it somewhere, The Dark Knight." I appreciate your work.
Okay, so the Dark Knight, do you want it written in blue on the black? Do you want it written black on the blue? But either way, they're going to be hardly noticeable. Or do you want me to write it in yellow or white? Like I could do it underneath the window, you know. Or I can do it above or below the logos, but I think the logo takes up pretty much the door. So just below the window. Or like a fighter plane, I could say like Captain the Dark Knight. Good questions, eh? Not easy. Not easy. Like for me, when I'm doing it, you know, I try something out and then I try something else and either it feels right or it
369
doesn't.
Dark Knight says. Yes. Under the window on the doors. And in a noticeable color.
Okay. Well, I could try kind of like the red flame. That's like half of the Batman logo. I could try that. In a sort of a flaming red. We'll see. Like I say, I'll try one or two or three things and I'll go with whatever pops with me usually. Like I went with that dark blue, but it wasn't dark enough and it really... My monitors are not the same, so sometimes I have to move the picture from one monitor to the other to see in general what it kind of looks like. And the blue was like way too bright, even though it was a dark blue. So I brought it down quite a bit. And on the picture, you can hardly notice that there's two colors. You might think it's all black. Okay. But yeah, I'll write your name on it and send it to you in Discord. And whenever you get around to it, do remember that you do have to create your own team, create a car, and then upload it, and then you'll get a message. And 2 minutes later, you get another message that it's ready to use, and you add it to your lineup on your team. Obviously, you add yourself as a driver to your team. I think I did all of that in one of my first videos. Okay, is there a default load up here? Because 40% fuel doesn't sound right. Yeah, there's one that's assigned here. Yeah, okay. So it'll be good to compare stuff. Let's see what they have here. 6, 7, 10. Yeah, okay. Whoa, wait a minute. Okay, the ride height here has changed. It's a lot lower on the back. These are all over the place. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot of toe out in the back. Yee, okay. Let's bring it to 50% and see how this goes. Although we had Interlagos 2 weeks ago. Not this week, the week before.
There's traffic behind. Watch your
Well, I'm
mirrors.
guessing
Blue
we're
flag.
gonna go
Your
with
brakes
like
are cold. Be careful.
Lucelle. next week. I don't know why. And Lucelle's a very flat track. Not very bumpy, so maybe a harsher setting there.
The leader has just done a 138.76. The leader has just done a 138.56.
But at least I'm kind of getting to know the Rickard track. 2/3 into the race, I was kind of understanding how to take the corners and whatnot. I still don't like the track, but at least now I know a little bit more where I'm going, what I'm supposed to be doing on the track.
Blue flag.
Car left. Clear left.
Pelivan.
I guess Dave sets up his cars for races that are a lot longer. And he doesn't want to wear out the tires too much, kind of a situation. Or he's trying to compromise real world with sim racing and trying to make the tires last as long as they can. But then you also compromise on the handling and for 30-40 minute races, you're sacrificing maybe a bit too much.
Okay, champ, we need to watch these track limits.
That time was a 1:42.03.
Yeah, I'm kind of remembering how it was driving here last week with these setups. And I remember my Ferrari being better here. Well, feeling better, at least, you know. Not ready to say that it was faster on this track, but as it is, I can't even catch up to this Corvette.
Take it easy, you got cold tires. Your brake temperatures are okay.
Yeah, something's weird with this setup.
That time was a 1:39.87.
Okay. 1:39. Let's see if I can't find something that I enjoy more. Yeah, that's a lot less rear wing. That's almost half. $50-50 sounds about right. A little bit more heat in the back. Since I'm losing wing in the back, let's make it a little bit higher.
Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line. You got cold brakes all around. Be
369
careful.
Dark Knight says, I really like the second Dark Knight McLaren, also Mr. Jeeps. That looks great. I like them both. LOL.
Well, you can have them both. And you can upload both, but you can only use one at a time. So you assign one to your team, and you upload the other one. You apply it to your team, and depending on the race that you're doing, you apply whichever one before you race. But I don't think I could put
Blue
your
flag.
name on the second one. Well, I could probably. I could definitely do that.
The leader has
If
just
you
done
want your
a
name on the second one as
138.20.
well.
On your left. Clear left.
Still delete this lap. You've cut the track.
Dang, I got
Yellow
massive
flag.
flat spots on those tires. Oh, okay. Let's try that again. I was having fun though. I kept accelerating, hoping that it would somehow drift into place. And that I
Pit
could
exit
keep
is
on
clear.
going.
Green flag, sector 1.
Well, sometimes you let go of the gas and the car starts whipping in one direction or
Blue
another.
flag.
You're on the left, 3 wide. Clear right.
Blue flag. Your brake temperatures look good.
On your right. Clear right.
Yeah, something still feels off on it. Now, having said that, this car is still extremely fast this time around.
That time was a 1:39.75.
I'm guessing if I would not have gotten held up by all this traffic, all 3 sectors would have been purple.
Left side. Clear left.
Ooh!
Yellow flag.
Okay. Oh. Dang it. Oh, my tires are used. Okay. Let's switch the tires here.
There's traffic behind. Green flag, sector Sicken. Blue flag, you cold brakes all around.
.369 Dark Knight says, your racecraft is a lot better also. I think the McLaren is a better fur for you than the Ferrari.
Well, I kind of agree with you and disagree at the same time. You know, I was really getting used to the Ferrari, but it is twitchy. Like, it's so easy to lose the rear on it. So yes, driving the McLaren allows me to concentrate a lot more on the traffic, or the avoidance of it. Avoidance of accidents, and I'm not struggling with the car, you know. I was very comfortable in it, but, you know, it's like doing a rodeo. Okay, I'm hanging on to the car, not crashing it, but I ain't winning no races. So yes, I do think the McLaren's a better fit for me. But depending on the settings that you give it, you can also lose the rear on it, as I've already done here twice. And this is one spot where that kind of happened in a weird place. I wasn't expecting that. Ooh, losing it there again. Like, it's extremely fast, but I might need more downforce on the rear, which then makes me slower. Well, maybe it's just me, you know, getting used to. Maybe all I need to do is add a little bit traction control. Maybe that would fix it for me. Okay, so I have a question for you guys.
141.55.
I'm guessing you guys are probably racing in the background there, so answer whenever you feel like it. So I hear a lot of people changing their traction control as the race progresses, which is normal as your tires get more grip. But which setting of the traction control do you change? Is it the traction control, the power cut, Or the slip? Or do you bring all three down as the race progresses? I think you guys were talking about that the other night, but I was concentrating on doing some laps and wasn't paying really attention to what was said.
Your brake temperature is looking good.
That time was a 1:42.88.
Watch the track limits. Please, champ.
.369 Dark Knight says, for me, if I determine that it is TC problem, I start with 1 or 3.
Yeah, but there's 3 TC settings. You know, you have the traction control, you have the power cut, and then you have the slip. So which one overall do you change, or do you change all 3 of those? Or is that what you're saying? 1 and 3. You either change one of them or you change all 3 of them?
That time was a 1:40.41.
Yellow flag in Sector 1.
Like the onboard TC, the TC power cut, or the TC slip angle? Like, do you change all 3 of these and slowly bring them down?
369
Or...
Dark Knight says, yes, 1 or 3. Then I go to 2 last.
Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit more here.
The Viking Simmer says, I have all of mine mapped to my wheel.
Okay, so you bring them all down as the race progresses, 1 notch at a time and whatnot. Yeah, me too. I have them all 3 mapped out, but you know, sometimes I'll change the slip angle if it's a very curvy track. And then like on the Le Mans track, I'll, you know, power cut in the onboard TC. But I know people were talking about bringing them down, and I'm just wondering if, you know, if you had to map one of these and you bring it up and down, do most people go with the onboard TC? Oh, let's try this again. I think this is the mix that I enjoy the most, but it was slippery on the rear. So maybe adding a little bit of traction will help me.
The pit exit's clear. Push. Green flag sector 1. We need to get some head into these brakes.
The Viking Simmer says. Yes, mostly on board TC.
Okay, champ. There's a car leaving the pits. Heads up. Track limits. This lap will be deleted.
No, don't delete this lap. Okay, delete this lap then. Oh boy, is my kitty cat ever dreaming there. You guys can't hear him, but he's talking in his sleep. Or singing or something. Doesn't do it very often, but once in a blue moon, it's kind of funny.
That time was a 1:40.81.
Left side tires are cold.
That time was a 1:38.48.
Yep, this is the setup that I like the
369
most.
Dark Knight says. BRB.
Okay. Yep, this is the setup I like the most.
Yellow flag.
I should assign these by default. Before I forget. Because I tried this other one, did not like it. And I've also noticed that if I'm writing okay, I'm gonna take a smoke screen here. I've noticed that if I write too much detail in the name of the thing that I want to save, it doesn't save it, but then it also gives me a loadout that is completely bonkers. Like, it's not the default, it's not Dave's Academy. It's like the traction control is 2, 2, and 9, and it's all over the place. It's really weird. Okay. We've done this one. Let's go and do Sebring. Sebring might also be up in the rotation.
That's the end of the session. P2.
A lot of people like it. We also had Fuji last week. Oh, Circuit of the Americas hasn't been around. So maybe next week we'll get the Circuit of the Americas, Sebring, and where's Lucelle? We had one Imola this week, but it's a prototype fix. I almost did it tonight, but nah. Wasn't feeling it. So do they sometimes announce the races that are coming up or not at all? Like, I'm just guessing the next tracks that will be in the rotation tomorrow, but maybe they actually post it somewheres. Or maybe they ask it on Discord and people, voice their opinions on what they would like to see. And because I have a feeling they just have like Grok or ChatGTP decide for them, and they come up with the weirdest combinations that most people don't want to see. It's like, I love Silverstone, but don't like it in the rain. Oh, well, it's Silverstone. You gotta have it in the rain. Okay, car setups. What does LMU do? 6 across the board. 8 balance. That's kind of weird. 83 here, okay. That's a lot of camber. Wow. No Packers here, okay. Right height seems good. somewhat high bounces and rebounds, and a somewhat soft anti-roll bar in the front, but tight on the rear.
The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 24 Celsius.
And if we look at Dave, yeah, Dave goes for a lot more speed here on the wing. Fuel stays the same. Preload. Oh, I didn't check out the preload here. Whoa, from minimum to maximum. Okay. Okay, he goes to a more regular camber. But he puts in packers here, so he's making the front. And again, extremely soft, even softer dampers. Soft in the rear, tight in, no, soft in the front, tight in the rear, but no toe ins. Wow, okay. I don't need it so soft. Yes, it's gonna be a very jerky track. I know. Let's just bring it down, yeah, a bit.
The leader has just done a 207.38.
Okay. Whoa, what happened there? Okay, let's test this out. God, I hate the pits here. Feel like I'm driving in the city, going to the corner store, get some groceries. At the stop, do a right, then at the next stop, do another right, then at the next stop, do another right. And
Hit exits
keep your
clear.
left to get onto the main highway.
Your brakes are cold. We need to get some heat into them. P12.
Ugh.
That time was
Your
a
brake temps look good.
2:11.26.
Make this turn.
Watch the track limits. Please, champ. Your tires are cold. Watch out.
Lap 2:09.69.
Left side.
Not really liking that. So let's try Dave's. Let's put on some new tires. Oh, they're new, okay.
Hold your line. Clear left.
Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line. Blue flag. Your brakes are cold. Let's get some heat into them.
Oh, I can't make it either.
They'll invalidate this lap. Track limits.
I don't know if I've ever said this, but I don't like this track. I like it more than Rickards or Bahrain. It's not that I dislike it, it's more of a, oh well, whatever, kind of neutral feeling to this track. Dang, this track is harsh.
Lap 2, 12.9.
369
Your brake
Dark Knight
temperatures are
says.
fine.
Subbing now? I used to really dislike this track. Not so much now. Hard to pass or be passed on. LOL.
Well, I don't know. The last time I raced here was during my Braun years. Like decades ago, you remember? And everybody would cannonball into the corners here, so... It's just one of those tracks that, I get it. People like it because they feel their force feedback, you know. If you want to have a workout and have something like an R25 and set everything to max, this track will give you a workout. Whereas I tend to enjoy tracks more like Silverstone, Monza, Mugello, Bruno. Zolder. Zolder's another track that I enjoy. There's another one I forget. Ooh, no!
Yellow flag. Watch out.
Okay, not happy with that. Okay, yeah. Let's try to figure something out here. Let's load this and rework this a bit. Dang, what's that other track? Dang it. I forget. It's a... It kind of... This one kind of reminds me of that. It's an American track. I just can't remember. I think it's American. Yeah, it's American. Darn it. I would need actually... famous USA racetrack. There we go. No, not the Daytonas. Oh, Laguna Seca is another one I like, but I was talking about Watkins Glen. The Glen. I really like that track as well. Which, Sebring kind of reminds me of Glen, but Glen is so much better. I don't mind Road America either. So many tracks, that's one thing that this game has a great model and stuff, but for people wanting more tracks and more cars, this game might not be the game for you. I definitely want more tracks. The cars I'm okay with. As long as you can play with the settings, you can get any car to feel the way that you want to with the amount of cars that's already in the game. So what happens if we give it a little bit more camber in the rear, actually? Just let the rear slide a little bit more. Suspension. Let's remove some of these packers. Let's make it a little bit softer. Yeah, let's bring these down a bit. So yeah, my car is going to bounce a little bit more here, but we don't care. And okay, let's make this a little bit tighter then. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, I used to not like it either, initially.
There's a car approaching. Stay behind the white line. Green flag, sector 3. Blue flag.
Car left, clear left.
When I didn't know the track,
Your brakes are
I was
cold. Be
learning
careful.
it, and all you have is bumps, bumps, bumps. Okay, well, for a lap out on cold tires, I would say that I am liking this setup now.
On your left. Clear left.
Okay, champ, you had some minor aero damage. Stay out. It's not that bad.
Lap 2:08.13.
Okay, I'm a little bit too aggressive here.
Sector 1 is yellow. Green flag, Sector 1. The bodywork's in pretty bad shape. We might need to fix them.
Lap 2:18.33.
13th place.
It might not be as fast, but I feel more confident. Car feels more responsive.
Your brake temperatures are fine.
But I see it that I'm not as fast.
.369 Dark Knight says, You seem to be controlling the car really good.
Lap 2:09.35.
Dang, my fridge went up. My fridge starts up twice a day. And I don't know why. It's causing interference with my capture card. The two other monitors stay up, but the one that has the capture card hooked up to it blinks out. And for a second there, the screen goes black. I was doing good on that lap. Ooh, not so good now though.
Right side, clear right.
Okay.
Mind these track limits, please, champ.
Let's see here. Can I hang out with this BMW?
Lap 2:10.33.
We need to watch the track limits.
Lap 2:07.09.
Okay, so I beat my best by 2 seconds. I would say that this is the setup that's working the best for me. Maybe I shred tires with it, but temps are good.
On your left. Hold your line.
Lap 206.53.
Hold your line. Clear left.
Powering.
Left
Yep,
side.
Okay. I think I found my
Clear
setup.
left.
Managed
Yellow
to get a
flag in
purple
sector
there,
1.
so yep, that works for me. Okay. Let's save it before we forget it. Ooh, I forgot. I had a smokescreen camera up.
That's the end of the session. Forward.
Setups make a big difference. I could, that was, I hate to say it, but like I'm a dummy. So if for me the car feels responsive and I'm like cornering badly with it, coming in too fast, not braking enough, all that kind of stuff. And if I only lose the tail one every 10 laps, then I guess it's a good setup. I don't know if that makes any sense.
369 Dark Knight says. Thought you were smoke screening and driving at the same time. LOL.
Nope. Both hands on the wheel there. Had to, because that track sends my steering wheel in all directions. But there's like certain, like you go on the default stuff, you really have to brake early, downshift a lot, and take the corners slowly, accelerate slowly coming out of the corners. And sometimes you're turning, and darn, you went off the track because the car's not turning enough. Whereas that last setup, turn right, turn left, brake late, hard on the gas, slides a little bit, but not too much. Well, it just turns, I'm going into the corners a lot faster than I used to. So even if I have to do an emergency brake at the end, I'm still within the white lines. And so even though it might not be like the best and fastest setup, it's kind of dummy proof, and that's kind of what I need. You know, not too nimble, not too crazy, not too limit. It just has to be extremely stable for me to throw it into a corner with confidence, I guess. It's kind of what I'm looking for. Half the time I'm driving and I'm not confident with the car on the fixed settings. Because the car is like extremely stable and you go into a corner and it's very stable, but by the end of the corner I'm off the track because the car just doesn't want to turn enough for me. So the next time I come around, well, I'm braking earlier and earlier just to be able to do the corners. So I'm not confident with the car because if I throw it into a corner, I know it's not gonna turn. That's the keyboard, cat. You know you're not supposed to put your paws on the keyboard. Okay, so this is the default, which we know we don't like. So, okay, let me put it here. Let's see what they do. 86. A lot of camber. They put a lot of camber. But it is all curves. This track just turns and turns and never stops turning.
The track temperature's rising. It's now 37
Oh, he
Celsius.
actually puts in a lot of duck blanking. Okay. Springs are medium, no packers. Medium springs, medium dampers. A little bit of toe in, a lot of toe out. Soft front, tight rear, and a lot of rear wing. Okay. And that's the default. What does Dave do here? Oh, the brakes change. Whoa, okay. Okay, a lot less wing. That makes sense. I think fuel ratio actually went up there. 86 to 87, yeah. Again, lots of preload. Dave's Academy likes a lot of preload. Which I'm not quite sure. Suspension, he has it a little bit soft. Ooh, he puts a lot of packers. Okay. He raises the front. Stiffer dampers in front. And no toe in. Wow. Okay. Let's try it. Is the car gonna slip here?
Your exit is clear. Watch the white line.
Oh, it didn't.
Your brakes are cold. Take it easy.
Ooh, I haven't raced here in quite some time. I kind of like this track, and I don't like it at the same time. Like, I like the fact that it's so curvy.
The leader has just done 2:04.
What I don't like is that right off the these curbs here, you have sand traps. You know, you could just go a little bit wide and you get a lot of sand. And I never do know how to take these. Like, I tried, you know, lift and coast. I've tried braking. I never seem to find a way to go through them that I'm happy with.
Martin.
369 Dark Knight says, did you like racing on Misano?
I don't think I know Mizuno. Oh.
The leader has just done a 2:02.04.
Is there another name for that track, or...
369 Dark Knight says, Misano.
Misano. I may not have raced there. Sounds Italian, but where is it?
.369 Dark Knight says, might have been a track you would like.
Lap 2:08.05.
369 Dark Knight says, Milan,
Your
Italy.
brake temperatures look good.
Yeah, it sounded Italian, but nope, never raced there. The only tracks in Italy, I think, are Monza, Mugello, and Imola are the only three tracks that I did there.
15th place.
Although in Project Cars they also have a Tuscany city track that I like. I don't think it counts though. It's like they have their own version of Japan's racetrack. I forget the name of it now. It's like the Grand Prix circuit, but they reversed it. I like both versions of it though. Mizano. Do I ever remember racing it?
Your tires are cold. Watch out.
I'm trying to remember because back in the days I was playing GT Legends. I downloaded so many tracks. That's the other thing that kind of bugs me about this game. Is that the community can't do stuff other than deliveries, which I'm really grateful for.
That time was a
16th place.
2:07.83.
Tomorrow I've got stuff I need to do, so I won't be streaming tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow night, but not tomorrow afternoon. Thursday I have an appointment. I don't know how that's gonna go. And tomorrow I'm also gonna go and do some groceries, see if they have my cat food here. If not, Friday I'm gonna have to go to the other village to get some. But yeah, the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm trying to figure out if there's a time this week that would be good for us to race. Like to race. Now, having said that, we're going to have to figure out what's going on with the hosting servers. Because this weekend, me and Viking ran into issues and none of our servers were showing up. It's okay, I mean, we end up getting credited for them. It's just a pain when you spend an hour trying to get a server up and running and nothing seems to work.
369 Dark Knight says, I saw all of that with you too.
Lap 2:09.30.
Okay, so with this setup, I'm 7 seconds off the pace. Let's see if we can't make the car better. Or my driving better.
Doberton says, I tried LMU again after being on e-racing for about 8 months and for the life of me I can't get the FFB to feel decent. There is no feeling in low speed.
Okay. Which base are you using? I find it's...
Doberton says. R3.
Really? Okay. Are you using the game's default settings?
Doberton says. But I have an R9 coming on Friday, I'll figure it out on that.
Okay. Well, that's a step up. That's a nice step up. Yeah, I kind of want to go higher here.
Doberton says. I've been on the R3 for about a year.
Okay, so obviously you know how to play with your settings and all that stuff. I had a hard time at first because obviously I didn't know about the inverted feedback thing, so for the first week or two it felt really, really bad. Really bad. But then I started learning the settings and stuff. And then after an update, they came out with a Le Mans setting, and I've been using it ever since, and I really enjoy it. And I'm really feeling it, so slow or fast speeds. Okay. Some toe in, some toe out. Tight front, but maybe make it a little bit softer. Let's try this and see if I'm faster. Yeah, a lot of people go from the R3 to the R9.
Doberton says. I don't know, before 1.0 I have about 300 HRS on LMU, loved it, burned myself out on sports cars, did stock cars on e-racing for about 8 months, but the 2.4 HR at Daytona in LMP3 gave me that spark again.
Your brake temps are good.
Okay, maybe because the tires are cold, we'll see. Actually, the next time I think I'm gonna buy a wheelbase, I'm gonna go for the R21. And I'm gonna be running it like at a quarter power, fifth power. Because honestly, the R3 is plenty for me. Sometimes it's even a little bit too much. But I have a particular condition that makes it that there's a reason why it suits me so well. I hate those sand traps. And the R21, well, it's just because, you know, if I upgrade, it's because I'll be able to afford it. Which I don't think that'll ever happen. I'm more interested in diversifying, honestly. Like, the wheelbase is plenty for me. So it would be with the wheels, or I really like the AB6. So maybe, you know, sometimes play a little bit of DCS would be nice. Having a nice throttle would also be cool. I hate these sand traps.
Johio36 said hi.
Oh, hello. So I think this setup works better for me overall because I've been going from green
Lap
to
2,
red
7.17.
quite a bit here.
Johio36 says, is this
Minus
LE
track
Man's
left,
Ultimate
ease,
or
check.
ACC?
This is LMU, come on, Ultimate. No! Oh, I just lost it there barely. And I'm still in the green. Really? Okay.
.369 Dark Knight says, going to turn in Mr. Jeeps. We'll try to catch up with you tomorrow night if you hop on. Johio36 says, are you racing or hot lapping?
Okay, Dark Knight, thank you for stopping by. Hopefully we'll catch up and
On your right, clear right.
really looking
All
forward
right,
to
clear
racing
right.
with you again in a hosted server soon. And I'll also
It's
do
fine,
your
champ. It's just a
liveries.
scrape.
So expect a package in Discord for you shortly. And Joe, I am tuning in the car. I started using the McLaren this week,
Track limits. This lap will be deleted.
and I've been racing with it, and tonight decided to try to play with the setups a little bit, because the car setups can really drastically change how the car behaves, especially with my kind of driving. I'm trying to find some setups that make the car a little bit more stable for me, if that makes any sense. Oh, I still can't do that one. And or this one. Okay, so those I would... Trying to figure out if I just need to take them in the lower gear, or if there's something I can do to have the car turn a little bit more.
Lap
17.
2:08.08.
One, two, ooh, I can't even do this one this time.
Okay, champ, we need to watch the track limits.
Yeah, okay, let's try something else. It's not turning enough for me. So let's go more towards 50-50. Let's get some new tires on before I forget. Yeah, less camber. Okay, let's try that.
Pit exit's clear. Don't cross the white line. Your brakes are cold. Let's get some heat into them. Blue flag.
Car left. Clear left.
Blue flag. Blue flag. There's a car leaving the pits. Heads up.
Oh, not a good time to be coming out of the pits. Okay. That's even worse.
Right side, clear right.
It's fine.
Right side, clear right.
Time
17.
2:06.05.
Lincoln Davis 3 says, Is it Tuesday for you?
Not yet. It's still Monday for me. It's what, 2 hours until midnight? Well, in 2 hours it'll be Tuesday.
Lincoln Davis 3 says, I'm ready for the new track tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. Slowly working up on my car setups here. Do you know which tracks are coming tomorrow?
4.57.
Your brake temps are good.
Lincoln Davis 3 says, yes, it's in the LE Man Discord.
Oh, I thought so. Okay. I haven't checked, so I don't know which tracks are coming.
Okay, champ, we need to watch these track limits.
Lap 2:02.99.
Dang it, I can't turn. Not a bad setup, it's just lacking some turning power.
That time was a 2:03.50.
Alright, tires are at the right temperature. Just can't get it to turn enough.
Track limits. This lap will be deleted.
What?
That's 20 minutes to go.
Okay, I'm not happy with this. Okay, major congestion there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rework this one because this one I'm not happy with it at all. Not happy with the fix, not happy with the Daves. I remember my Ferrari sticking to the pavement. And this McLaren just isn't turning for me. I can always try some more toe in, but I feel that there's something else going on. Yep.
Box in 3.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night, folks. Did a couple of setups tonight, but this one, I'm not liking it. Still gonna probably save it though. Okay, folks, a big thank you to all of my viewers out there. Please like, share, and subscribe. It would really help out my little channel. And I will wish you all a good night and a good map rotation tomorrow. And I'll be back hopefully tomorrow night, but if not, I'll be back Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening for the dailies.